Good morning, friends. Today is July 4th. It's been about a month since we filmed a garden tour. We don't have anything going on today. No gatherings, nobody coming over. So I figured what a fun way to spend my time than to do a little garden tour and spend the day that way. So let me show you what we've got going on. A lot has changed. A lot continues to change. But yeah, quite a few things. So let's check it out. I wanted to start with this little herb garden that I just installed. Actually, it's probably been a few weeks, but there's quite the variety of things in here, some of which I had never heard of. This tall plant here is a Mexican herb called epazote. And then the smaller one there is rue, and then some dark opal basil. I think it's like a black basil. Hello, or to our first guest. But yeah, so I'm excited to see what that does. That epazote is supposed to be great for Mexican bean dishes, and I'm like, yeah, I love Mexican dishes. So haven't tried it yet, but excited to see what that does. Lots has changed. We have a sign because apparently that's a garden thing. But yeah, look at the sweet potatoes. All of those back there are sweet potatoes vining. I got a little heartbroken when I learned that some sweet potatoes maybe do not produce. So here's hoping I don't have those ones in the ground. There's a cucumber back there on the sign trellis that doesn't look great. I keep trying to bring it back to life, but it doesn't look great. There's a bell pepper there, and then over here there's more sweet potatoes in the ground there. Those are my carrots. Y'all, I wasn't kidding. That's how carrots grow for me. Another cucumber here, and there's one on there that needs to come off. It's a pretty good size. But yeah, that's got to come off today. Another pepper that's doing much better. It was overshadowed by that bush there. We got to start trimming it back. And then a marigold there that should bloom shortly. I just put some calendula seeds in here. I heard those were good. I have no idea. I don't remember what I'm supposed to do with them after they sprout, if they sprout, but we'll see. And then this is our latest trellis that's going to go in. All of those cucumber seeds I'm growing, those are going to, the idea is the cucumbers will vine over it, and then underneath, maybe I can do some lettuces, some kale, something to that effect. Bug on me. So yeah, that's the plan for now. We'll see. But this is that other concrete form that we are using as a trellis. And there's still a pepper in there. There was that lemon balm in there, and it had just overgrown. I kept hacking it. Took it out. So that should be... it'll still come back. I have a feeling we're not going to see the last of that stupid lemon balm. So we'll see. Here we have, this is where it starts to get fun. So this is the koi garden, because this used to be a koi pond, if you remember. Can we talk about the corn? This is so fun to grow. I think we will grow this every year. We did just buy corn at the store, 5 for $1, and Stuart, of course, brought that up. And yeah, it's super cheap to buy, but it's so fun to grow. There are so many stages of corn. You can see the silks are coming out. I mean, that's the corn in there. You know, the tassels came out first. You pollinate the tassels with the silks, but they're really, you can see how much pollen is on some of these. And they're doing just fine. They're all kind of different sizes. I think the step sizing of them is interesting. That has to be a watering issue. I don't know fully. This is a grape tomato. No, wait. Cherry tomato? Yeah, grape tomato. Sorry, cherries are the smaller ones. Grape tomato. Could probably pull one off back there, but it's been a slow starter. I think I kind of killed it pruning it one day. So lesson learned there. Here's the Roma. It looks fantastic. I mean, look at that. There's so much going on in there. So we're going to try and can some of those for sauce in the fall. That's some of the supplies I bought had to do with that. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know. Stuart was into it, so we'll see. This marigold is so pretty from seed. Again, that brings out some of the beneficial insects. Another pepper. That's a bush bean there. We've got another bush bean. Those are so few and far between. They just do a few things. But look at the cucumber trellis. That is really exciting. So another one of those, God, I keep calling them concrete forms. They're not cattle panels. Mesh wire things. Oh, look at the big black bee. There's so many of those too. But yeah, so those cucumbers have been producing. I don't love the color of them. So I just gave them a little bit of blood meal. We'll see what they do. But yeah, so far so good. There's other guys on there. I don't know if you can see back there. But yeah, I'm really hoping those keep going and create a fun little arch. This is perhaps my, shining glory here. We have Kale Row still going strong. Cannot believe it. I haven't had to shade it much, but as the heat creeps up, I will. And, to be honest, the flavor of it has changed a little bit, but I put it in smoothies every morning with other stuff. And, when I put it in a salad, I put a little lemon or red wine vinegar in there, and it just soaks up the taste and the smell anyways. So again, it's just a great green. And I feel like I'm still getting all the nutritional benefits out of it, regardless of maybe the profile of the leaf changing a bit, but it still looks good. I think those ladybugs really helped with the aphids too. I was looking last night. There are no aphids to see on these. So yeah, but yeah, they're about due for another pruning too. So here is, you guys, this broccoli is still going strong. I am so happy. So I come out here and I just pull some off and I keep putting it on a salad, but it just keeps going. So I guess the broccoli is actually the flower of the plant. So it makes sense that it just keeps going. I did find the biggest cabbage worm out here on these. So I do have to keep checking them for worms, but I just pull them off and they're good to go. So this is the Calabacita squash back here looking good. I think I'm going to take that kale out right there, just that one plant, to give this guy more room to grow because it wants to go. Look at that beautiful flower. And then that's just a green zucchini there. Another pepper plant back there. And this is the tomato that I planted. That is a cherry tomato. I planted that just, I don't know, recently, last few weeks. And our compost pile. That's kind of how we do it. We throw clippings as I prune in there. And then we cover it up and just find a new hole to dig after that one's good. The raspberry bush is very sad. She's very, very sad. The peach tree is amazing. It's a Mardi Gras peach tree. The beads don't help. The blue jays still love it, but we just leave the half-picked fruit on there and they keep coming back to the same fruit for some reason. That's a little wounded soldier bucket there. But yeah, they're delicious. If you saw my other video, super fun to just come out here and eat off the tree. The plum tree is done. There's like maybe a couple green ones on there. And the Santa Rosa plum's also done. This you guys haven't seen. This is our fruit guilds starting, our fruit tree guilds starting. Stuart had these concrete blocks from a retaining wall. I have planted some seeds in there. There is California orange poppies. What else did I put in there? Oh, the balloon flowers, and I think some Cosmo seeds. So hopefully those come up a little bit. The animals love this little area, so we'll see. But yeah, the 2 orange trees, that should help them with the beneficial insects and the soil and all that. But yeah, we're digging all this up, so it's getting there. We're going to dig it all up, bark it, and then probably put another planter in the middle there. We haven't quite figured it out, but there's a lot of work still to be done here. Because that is cruddy grass. We might need to till the whole thing. So we'll see. That poor tree looks very sad. Hello. This is some pretty cool Better Boy tomato plant. Look at this guy. I just gave it a haircut yesterday. Stuart's on the fence as to whether or not that was a good idea. I think aeration up through the plant is very important. He thinks that the fruit is going to get burned. It's hard to tell, but I think it's going to be fine. We're going to pull some of those lower ones off anyways, and I think aeration is more important. So we'll see. Ooh, I do see some splitting happening down there still. Darn it. But yeah, these are looking great. We just pull them right off and eat one. We've got some peppers here. Peppers. My lavender is going very slow. Apparently that's a slow grower. The Mexican lime tree is working on it. Little herb garden, oregano, chives, parsley. Strawberries looking very lush. I just planted some thyme. That's supposed to grow like a weed. I haven't seen it yet. I'm just gonna give it time. But yeah, there is some room to grow in this bed too. I just pulled out some things that weren't working, because if they're not working by now, I got room for other stuff, so I just pulled them out. Look at our watermelon vine. That thing's gonna go crazy. I don't quite know what we're gonna do with it fully. Maybe another trellis, but I think we're just gonna let it spill onto the ground and let it go. Our jalapeno really needs to get going because I have all those tomatoes and I need to make some frickin' salsa. That is that is a purple Cherokee tomato. That's been a slow starter as well, hoping that gets going soon. These strawberries we thought were goners, and they're doing something. So we're gonna leave them in. Look at that one right there. I want to eat that. There were some red potatoes planted here. Another marigold from seed. Room to grow. Another bush bean. And then, yeah, just the other view of that beautiful Better Boy. But all the variety is really fun. Yeah, this bed's gonna probably look a little different soon. We got some more drip to run as well. But yeah, that is, oh gosh, my animals are going crazy. But yeah, that's the garden for now. Happy July 4th, everyone. I hope you're having a great day. That's kind of everything for this month. I think we're gonna call it. Have a great 4th. Stay safe, stay home.